And there we go again for game number 2. I mean, so far, Baby's comeback of THD has, I don't know, is either very slow or doesn't load in. That's why I'm showing you this screen. I'm just hoping not another pause, not another reload, not another rehost, maybe even. Either way, top 5, they won game 1 very convincingly. In THD, they had the right idea, I think, in the draft, but it didn't work out on the lanes. I mean, the Slark had close to 0 impact to the game. I think the most impact on the game had actually the Abaddon, because he prevented so many kills from happening. But in the mid, the Evoker couldn't stop the TA at all. Like, the TA was just going for an awesome farm. The Mirana had an awesome farm compared to the Slark, like much better. The Doom, even though he got killed and he got like a very strange, how can I say it, the first blood on him was, how can I say it, like a very strange. Like, he just refused to use his Scorched Earth for some reason. He thought he will survive, and then I don't know. But either way, they won the first game for many reasons. And now okay, Baby's coming. Just got disconnected from the server. Let's go for another try here. So the second time we are loading in, and let's see how long that takes. I should be really fast with loading. Okay, not so fast as I thought. Actually, much longer than I thought. But either way, so now everybody's in there, and wow, yes, there we go. The last one loaded in, and we're in the draft. Finally. So maybe I can do my intro again. So, welcome everybody. This is game number 2 of the joinDOTA League Season 2 America. Top 5 versus the house is down. Top 5 took game number 1 for multiple reasons I already mentioned. So now, this was the official intro. Now it feels much better. Either way, so the draft is going on, and I hope they're drafting pretty fast, at least when it comes to the first button rotation. And yes, we see THD. They don't want to see a Trained Protector for obvious reason. I mean, this hero and protecting the towers, it's just so much pain to play against him, not to mention all the kills that are prevented just by, I don't know, someone getting globally living armor, and then the last hit is eventually not a kill. So AA and Batrider is getting banned out by top 5 for obvious reason. You don't want to go against the Ice Blast, and you don't want to have the initiation against you. Top 5 actually has the first pick, and yeah, this time they secure the Invoker. Last time, of course, THD had the Invoker, but I don't know, except for I think 3 nice Sunstrikes, he didn't have really any impact. There was just a nice deafening blast here and there, but for an Exalt Invoker, not enough presence on his lane, not enough presence globally, and the combination with his team, etc., it just didn't work out. I mean, yeah, that is at least my opinion on the last Invoker. But we also see a Brewmaster pick, and thanks God we don't see him. It's just a hero that is, how can I say it, I don't know, like in mid-game especially, he's preventing so many things from happening, and so many stuns, so much disable with his Cyclone as well. The Drunken Haze and Drunken Brawler, it's just too much pain. You can't hit that hero. Like, if it actually goes late game and he's quite tanky in his normal form, then you have to go MKB as well to get him down, or you have crazy amount of magical damage coming his way. If he has a BKB, then well, there's only the solution of going for MKBs. It's definitely interesting, and well, Sand King it is, a first pick for THD, and Darks here right after we saw this combination today. We saw a team actually playing Sand King in the mid, really fast, getting the burst strikes and obviously the epicenter up, but the epicenter wasn't even the important thing. The most important thing of this whole strategy was the Sand King going for a level 4 burst strike, and then a level 4 oh my god, Sandstorm. There we go, Sandstorm, the root Sandstorm behind it. So you get the 280 damage. I hope I'm right now with my math. It's 280 and 100, right? Yeah, 280 from the burst strike, as well as 100 tick damage for like 80 seconds duration. There is the first tick is almost instantaneously, so you get like 380 just from this combination. And if you have a Iron Shell on top of you, or like on your hero, that's even the Iron Shell tick damage over time, and that is just crazy, because it is 90, for example, on say it on level 4, and if you calculate the stun, it's a stun of 2 seconds. Alone that is 400, 580 plus twice 90, and since it's a bit longer than 2 seconds, you actually get the third tick as well, so you get another 270 on top of it. That makes it 850. So it's 850 damage combination plus minus some absorb, of course, potentially, and resistance, but it is a very sick combination. If there's any other damage, then it is pretty sick. So I definitely like that. I casted this today here in the Battle of Central Europe in one of the final games. It was very interesting to see. But either way, now I was a bit stuck with the map. We have to go back in the draft. The ban rotation came out. We have a lifestealer ban. Okay, that's definitely interesting. And the Weaver for top 5. And on the other side, they get the Marana out as well as the Lycan. So both teams, they ban all the carries here. That's definitely interesting. And what's left there? Oh, it's pretty simple. Morphling for top 5. A hero that's not instantly online. Of course, he needs some babysitting. He needs quite some farming, especially the stats have to come out that he gets powerful, so he can morph full from back. Then, I don't know, sometimes we see him even without a gunshot. Gunshot. Oh god. Heflatv, go to bed. Oh, not gunshot. No, shotgun. I mean, the right words were in there, but somehow everything mixed up. So no shotgun for Morphling is also getting one of the alternative builds. So he's only going for items like stat givers like Manta, Ioscali directly, etc. So we definitely seen that in the past, and it works out if you like pretty much planning on the late game. And on the other side we have Wisp. Well, that's definitely interesting because, like, besides the combination of Darkseer and Sand King I just mentioned, we also have the possibility of a very nice synergy between IO Relocate and the Epicenter. We saw that actually in a TI game. I'm not sure which TI game, but like the IO channeling, like if you channel Epicenter and then you go instant relocate, the timing is exactly enough for the channel. And then you end up where you relocate with the Epicenter already casting. Like if the fight already started and you do a relocate directly into it, you suddenly end up like having the Epicenter on like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. The hell is just breaking loose. Obviously there's not more than 5 players, but still I just like to exaggerate. Either way, but it's not the combo I actually thought, because it's a Tony. Tony Beep is coming out. So well, it's a pretty traditional Fnatic-like combination, and I like it, to be honest, because we have the Tiny, we have the Sand King, both candidates for a nice Iron Shell. We have now the Toss and the Stun, I mean in form of the Avalanche, plus the Burrow Strike, so that's 2 stuns already coming their way. A Vacuum helping there as well, of course, maybe even bringing more targets into the Burrow Strike or the Avalanche. So the potential is definitely there, plus the Relocate, plus Tiny getting farmed with the Arcanum Scepter being like pretty much I don't know, wrecking ball for all the buildings, with then later, I don't know, Manta style, etc. We actually seen it, like if a Tiny has a certain amount of damage, like level 18 plus with Manta, Arganims, and a heavy damage item like a Daedalus, they actually can go and backdoor towers, even against backdoor protection. So IO going in, just giving him like all the attack speed. They TP in, just get the tower down. Such a Fnatic was many times already played by some tier 1 teams, and I definitely like it. It is very, very nice, to be honest. But let's see how this works out. Keeper of the Light it is for top 5 on the other side, and well, Keeper of the Light is anti-push. The best anti-push pretty much in the game, besides March of the Machines of the Tinker. And okay, the House is down, is going full-time greedy. Shadow Fiend, it is, they are on the Radiant side, so I definitely like it because he gets the additional farm from the side camps, which can be stacked by a support, of course. But in this case, for example, the Sand King is probably busy stacking his own camps there, because he wants to farm them with Sandstorm. On the other side, of course, for the mid we have Fly here playing the Storm Spirit, but wait, no, this is not mid. Fly, now they trade, so yeah, the Storm Spirit is not going for him. Either way, it's definitely interesting. The Storm Spirit, of course, very interesting because he gets Chakra Magic up by the Keeper of Light, so he can spam a lot more, which I, of course, like very much. So, not everybody has picked their heroes yet, guys. Come on, do it. But yeah, I definitely like it. I mean, Keeper of the Light can keep a lot of things safe. I also like it against the Darkseer, for example, because a Darkseer who has Mana Leak on him, and then he's searching away, that's pretty amazing. Like, he mostly ends up stunning himself at a certain point. I mean, the mechanic is just like you know it from the Bloodseeker ultimate for all those new players out there maybe watching this game. So anyway, we lost Boys is playing here the Keeper of Light. Savvy7 is on the Invoker, then the Storm Spirit, where I still haven't found out who that actually is playing, of course, yeah, Storm Spirit, Fly on the Morphling, probably, I don't know, is it aggressive tri-lane, but whatever, is playing now here on the Shadow Demon. On the other side we have Violence playing the Tiny, we have Miku on the Wisp, then followed up by Vestius on the SK. In the mid, of course, we have as playing the Shadow Fiend and Baby Scumbag, the guy who had the loading issues in the first place. Yep, but he is now full-time. He also loaded fast into the second one, so I have no idea what it was. Random bug by Valve, but either way, he's gonna be found on he's gonna be found on the offlane, and let's see how his farm will be there. But now we have a triple already coming out here, and there is a sentry out. They think at least there will be a lane ward, but there is not, at least not yet, and they're going for more. Like, what morphling set is that? Wait, this is no morphling set? No, this is just bugged because they swapped items. Yeah, because he swapped items. He wanted that other morphling set, or maybe he wanted the Invoker set. But Invoker not having any crazy set inscribed stuff, but that's pretty much it. But actually a lot of stuff inscribed. 3,392 kills. Definitely has some experience here, like someone has been playing a lot, which is kind of obvious anyway. But yeah, we have an Observer Ward, actually a pretty interesting Observer Ward. I don't know, like, the camp is not even blocked by that. Okay. I don't understand. But okay. Either way, there is another one here, and yeah, this one is blocking this camp. So he can't pull it to the side camp there, which is of course interesting. So the Invoker wants to keep it on his on his side. I'm just reading the chat and someone is like, give me Chakra Magic, give me Mana Koto. That's the way it goes. But yep, either way, in the mid, well, they had quite a decent start. Of course, the Shadow Fiend takes quite a while till he gets online with the souls and everything. It's 12, 20, 28, 36, of course, for the Necromastery. And well, so far he's not getting too much. Yeah, he has 7 now. So let's see if he gets them full really fast, and then he should be, of course, superior in last hits, at least versus the Storm. But the Storm gets really, really dangerous when he goes aggressive. But yeah, look at the right clicks now. Again, oh yeah, it already hurts. Now, do we? Well, it's pretty close here. The Tiny actually getting quite some deny here. It's pretty nice directly in front of the tower to either deny Fly. It was too risky for him to turn around there because, yeah, we have the Burst Strike and Avalanche combination on the other side. And, well, so far 2 minutes. The warding is a bit strange, I have to say. And no de-warding coming in as well. So let's see how this works. I mean, the Sand King now showing at least a bit, but he's hiding here in the trees. He could, of course, eat out his way out this way, but oh, there's a disruption, and there is, yeah, the Illuminate is already channeled, but yeah, the Avalanche is preventing anything more. But still, with a Soul Catcher, it's quite some nice damage. I mean, this is 50%, and the Tiny also losing quite a lot. So, I mean, the Wisp was the only one who dodged this. This was a double Illuminate, and level 1, even level 1 hurts already. I don't want to even talk about level 2. Like, a level 2 should mean probably, like, what? With a Soul Catcher on top of it, probably 70-60% maybe damage on Vestius here on the Sand King. So it's quite a lot. In the meantime, we have the first nice item, of course, here for the Darkseer coming out. It is the Soul Ring. That means he got pretty much like an endless supply of Iron Shells. And let's see. I mean, unless of course he gets some crazy damage off the Invoker. Invoker actually going here for a Quas Wax build, which is definitely interesting. Oh, and we have, I think, another go, yeah, and look at the damage. Illuminate damage, and yeah, now just the right clicks. There's not much happening, but at the same time in the mid, we have the first blood happening. on Storm Spirit. But Storm Spirit still getting the Shadow Fiend down. It's the Sand King actually who gets the first blood on the Storm. So I actually thought we have an interesting go here, but in the end, in the mid, this rotation was definitely more successful. But yeah, they're starting to get aggressive, like Fly here getting some right clicks into the Tiny, as well as of course the Shadow Demon getting some harass up. And yeah, with a lot of action on 2 lanes, I don't know, maybe Vestios is gonna stack now this camp here, maybe for himself, maybe for the Shadow Fiend. I guess for the Shadow Fiend, like he should have priority on the mid camps farming when his lane is not going so well. But of course the Shadow Fiend now having a nice little advantage over the Storm, just being like a level ahead. But do we see something more coming out? Like maybe a nice little stun, but oh my god, Beep is running here in. There's the Soul Catcher, Illuminate. That's a lot of damage, but oh, he can actually Illuminate. But where's he going? He's going into the other direction. He was still trying to fight. Maybe the Shadow Fiend rotating even in. At least it looked like he wants to, just for a second there. But yeah, both of them are going back, just using clarities. I mean, the Chakra Magic is still level 1. It's not much you actually get there. It is 75 mana, so it's not the world. But yes, the caster actually reads chat. So shout out to Mr. Steus13. When there's a small auditory in the chat, like for such games like this, like just 200, 300, 500 people, something like that, then of course I'm trying to read the chat. If there's like, I don't know, up to 1,000, 2,000 on our channels, then I kinda give up on it. I still sometimes try to reply to something, but well. But what happened here? Like random pause coming out, and the G is already coming. Okay, everybody said G, but nobody's actually unpausing. That's also like an awkward thing to happen. That was like a really awkward pause directly after the G. Like everybody's like G, G, G. Silence. Okay, I might actually press the button, but now, talking about buttons, he already pressed the disruption button. There's the waveform as well as the illuminate. That's a lot of damage, but the avalanche, of course, oh, the toss doing a lot of damage. Now he has to morph into strength really, really fast, otherwise the tower will get him down. He gets the chakra magic boost and a self on the way. So, nice kill there on the Tiny. So the THD Tiny is going down because he was left alone. Now the one who's actually in charge to heal him up and protect him against this tri-lane is the IO. But I definitely like the combination. Usually we have like this boring, hey, disruption into arrow and whatnot combination, but this way we actually have like the illuminate as well as the waveform on a soul catcher target. So it's actually getting quite interesting. We also have the soul catcher shadow poison build coming out, so level 2 soul catcher, that's already 30% plus. And oh my god, I think they find the wisp. The wisp is coming out. There's the illuminate, but it's gonna be stopped by the avalanche. But nevertheless, so much damage, especially with the waveform. Of course, no adaptive strike whatsoever, and now they can even go for some right clicks on the Tiny here. The Tiny actually got the soul catcher. That's quite unlucky, because the wisp, if he had the soul catcher on top of him, that might have been a kill. But the Tiny catching the soul catcher, I know, catching the soul catcher, haha, but either way, it's not, it just didn't work out. And now, well, the wisp is just using, what the hell is going on in mid? Shadow Fiend just getting a solo kill on the Storm, dying so fast. That was a double race coming in, and top, well, the Sand King dying to the Invoker, and now he's using a self and following up here on the Darkseer. Darkseer trying to pull the creep wave into the camp. Yeah, that leaves the Invoker, of course, just with those. But in the meantime, there's a fight top, and even the Wisps getting a kill on the Keeper of Light now. Do they pursue this? That's the question. Shadow Demon really, really low. And seriously, if they fight all at the same time. But now the Barrow Strike should secure this kill. In the mid, well, I'm so afraid now in the mid. Like, if a Storm dies against a Shadow Fiend, like, solo, level 6, then I'm really afraid. You always have to look at that lane. Like, Baby Scumbag, also, like, playing really bossy. There is, well, there are the face pods on the Invoker, and he not having too much HP, especially because he keeps using the Soul Ring and not regenerating fast enough up. But do we see another go here? Maybe an attempt on the Morphling. The Morphling not being level 6 yet, so there's no help by morphing out, pretty much. So let's see what's actually happening here. I mean, there would be, yeah, violence would be of course required. And I'm not talking about violence on a hero, I'm talking about the hero name here, the player name. But now there's the 2 supporters again, so I don't think this is happening, not today. I mean, the Burrow Strike is, it's level 2. Level 3 Level 3 Sandstorm. This is also something I haven't seen before. The Sandstorm damage higher than the Burst Strike damage. Usually you want to have it on level 2. Sometimes they keep level 1 Burst Strike and level 2, then go in the jungle, stack up and farm. Level 3 Sandstorm is definitely interesting. But either way, I don't think they make anything happen here. Even now with the Wisp, I mean Wisp also pretty far away from being level 6, so no relocate yet versus top 5. But I mean, we're 8 minutes, we have 8 kills so far, 1 kill at a time, or rather at a minute. It's all good, I guess. But oh my god, there's avalanche toss combination. Is there a burst strike? That's the question. The burst strike, it's just too late. And there's a mana leak on the tiny as well, but he's getting quite fast mana back, of course, with the wisp. And yeah, the wisp is actually doing what he's supposed to do. In the meantime, we actually see here the Shadow Demon spotting out the Shadow Fiend, how he is, of course, farming those camps. The stacked camps, actually, they got farmed. I'm not sure by who. I didn't spot that one out, but yeah. In the meantime, there is Storm Spirit with the invisibility rune. That gets now interesting unless he is revealing it. There's no sentry, this is just the observer, and now there's no follow-up though, but here the remnant damage as well as, of course, the vortex, and now he's just up and around. The first up is actually hitting him, and now he's doing so much damage, and yeah, even with the last Requiem damage, he's not getting down. So in the end, Vestios here trying to maybe get a nice burst strike at the same time on the Storm, but now, yeah, he just healed up with the bottle, so he's not getting anything. He didn't even bother with the burst strike on the Shadow Demon while the Shadow Demon was under the tower. I mean, you could have stunned him here, so that Shadow Demon would have eaten at least 3 tower hits, assuming that a tower hits every 1 second plus. But yeah, he doesn't even bother with that. He wants to keep his mana. Now he went for a really short Sandstorm in the mid. Don't know why. But do we have a go here? Bottom. I mean, they have all the means, I think, and there's also now one more rotation in. Yeah, the Shadow Fiend is coming there. So Toss Avalanche combination is not there. It would be only an Avalanche. But now he's not going for it. This is just like shrugging him a bit off. And they might actually go for a nice kill here on Shadow Demon or Azalor, but somehow I think they saw the Shadow Fiend. Yeah, there are the blinks. They're coming out the blinks. The Morphling is blinking to the side that someone is there. And well, okay, this getting raised down instead of farmed by Vestius, so that's definitely interesting. So he gives all to the Shadow Fiend, doesn't keep anything for himself. I guess it's okay-ish, but then again he's also interested in getting his Blink Dagger. I mean, he's now level 7, means he has a... Oh god, there is the Disruption and the Soul Catcher as well. There is the Illuminate hitting, and oh my god, the damage coming up. At the same time, the Shadow Fiend is coming in, he actually gets the raise kill. And now Morphling is of course in trouble. He can still morph out, but it's not very successful because that morph was here, Shadow Fiend was there, so he wouldn't get far. And now the Shadow Demon is the only survivor. He actually puts an Observer Word here, and that means he's actually been found. And look at the damage, but no more damage incoming when you're disrupted. So yep, that definitely was an interesting fight. So far they trade quite funny, in a funny fashion at least, because they trade like 6-6 it is now. We are on the 12th minute, or like almost 12 minutes, so we're still at 1 kill per minute. And well, if you are asking me for the score, of course I write you. There we go. It's 1-0 for top 5. And we have to go on the Shadow Fiend in the mid. There's the Vortex, the first Remnant already hit, but I think this time it's not enough. Especially, yeah, this time, this gonna hurt. This is really gonna hurt. The Burst Strike into the races, right click. So a bit too greedy, missed the Storm here. And well, there has to happen another kill, otherwise it would not be 7-7. So please guys, stick to the pattern. We want to have equal kills all the way, but I don't think this is happening. Well, the problem is a bit, I mean, a top 5, the Storm is not really working out as it should, to be honest. He also didn't rotate to any other lanes yet. The Morphling, though, he's finding quite some farm. I'm shifting now, of course, to the net worth. I mean, he has only 4,000. The Invoker, to be honest, well, he's doing okayish in his lane. But the Darkseer actually finding more farm with the Iron Shell. That's definitely interesting. Now, oh my god, we lost boys. He stole the invisibility rune, and with the race is the the Shadow Fiend was looking for something. Now we actually have a go here on the tower. The cliff has been used. Does he want to commit to it? I mean, there's still creeps. The Shadow Demon was taken up a bit, but now they cleared the creep wave. Oh, but we lost boys is scouting this out, and oh my god, Shadow Demon, that is really bad. Oh my god, there is more toss damage coming in. Yes, and that is definitely enough. I mean, the Tiny now having mana leak, and oh god, easy waveform on 2 and the right clicks on the Tiny. So this was a 2-for-1 trade. Make it 8-8 in 13 minutes. I love it how they trade. 8-8 now. So if they didn't trade equally, they make it a 2-1 trade then later, so we have an equal score. It's definitely looking interesting at the moment. And the Volker now finally swapped here to the mid. I guess that's not too bad, because the combination of Storm and Volker could easily kill the Shadow Demon. I wonder why they didn't go for anything like that yet. So also very interesting, by the way. I just saw a soaring on an IO. Okay, I like that combination not so much, because I don't know. I mean, it gives you like that little. Oh my god, Bestios. I think he was spotted out by the Coddle here. And yep, but Fly still playing with fire here. Like, remember, you gotta fly away. There's the Illuminate, and it's gonna hit the Tiny. Tiny doesn't bother at all. Yeah, he's taking that damage. How much is that anyway? This is level 3. Level 3 is damage per second channeled. Like, the max damage isn't there in numbers. I don't even know the value. But oh my god, I think, yeah, we have an EMP, but a relocate as well. There is the Tiny. The stun is on the Shadow Demon. He is going down. So that was some nice strike here by THD. At the same time though, I think Fly and We Lost Boys, they just go for the tower, but no, not yet. The catapult is actually getting in, and now Fly has to go here for the morph strength. He has, of course, the morph out, which he is gonna use now after the waveform. Or does he? Yes, he will morph out, but not, of course, without leaving the Wisp alive. So that's definitely nice. Now in the mid we have a go here on now that should be enough. No, still not enough. Now he's using it, and he has the immortal item. It's the first time I actually see this now in a long sub. So yep, that is wow. I definitely like it. Like, I don't know if any of you saw, for example, the immortal item for the Tinker, but it looks so amazing. The special TP animation, I love it. Like, I really have to get this item sooner or later. But anyway, we're at 15 minutes. We have a 9-10 score. The first tier 1 tower Orky went down, one in the mid, and the other one we just saw here bottom, as well as, of course, like a kill on the IO. And well, so far, well, Vestius here is, oh my god, he's farming, but now he gets Demonic Purge, as well as, of course, the damage, not from the Illuminate, but now, oh, the Wisp is healing him up. That timing was a bit too bad, because he was already channeling the Illuminate. They should have waited for the Illuminate damage before the Demonic Purge, but he didn't get it up. Either way, we look at the crafts. THD was leading quite well on experience and everything, but now top 5, well, they have a small advantage, but in the end, it's more or less a flat line. When it comes to gold, it's still going forth and back between both teams. And now, actually, do we have to go? Yes, we have to go here on the Shadow Fiend. He's going for something, but oh, the relocate is coming in. Is that enough to get him down? Yes, it is, but the Storm will die as well. The funny thing is, this was only Wisp. Where did he leave his Tiny? Tiny was not even coming there. This was just Wisp saying hello. Where did he actually start? Yeah, he started with a Tiny, but the tether broke for some reason. Either it broke or it ran out, but it didn't matter. I mean, in the end, they still make it a 1-1 trade, and Tiny is gonna be Wisp is gonna be happy, because he just witnessed a Storm kill, a Storm who's on level 11, so that's a hero 3 levels above him. That is yielding a lot of experience for him there. I absolutely like it. Either way, let's see the farm. Morphling actually with that tower last hit bottom, as well as, of course, the say it, a nice little kill on the IO. He's actually now taken over the net worth, but still followed by the Shadow Fiend, but Shadow Fiend also died just right now. Vestios now finally getting some gold on his own. He finally also started, of course, getting those camps farmed himself instead of giving those to the Shadow Fiend. I mean, Shadow Fiend farming and everything is, of course, very important, but he's still far away from a BKB. He finished a drums build. Like, I don't like it, to be honest. I like the old school PTs directly into BKB, just a bottle, and maybe a stick as a side item. But I don't know. I mean, he spent a lot of gold just for the drums. Of course, that gives him some stats, as well as of course movement speed, maybe for escaping, etc. But in the end, he could have had a BKB by now. And if I look at an Invoker, for example, the first race hitting the EMP is probably going to be at least on the Shadow Fiend. And in the end, Baby's comeback, he has to run, but there is a surge by the Demonic Purge, and Sevi actually has to run away now. He's getting a ton of damage, but at the same time we saw a relocate. They take at least the Shadow Demon's life, but they still want to keep going. But now Baby's comeback, has been found by the Storm, and yeah, the Invoker in the Ghost Walk, he doesn't need to do anything. And yeah, nice Chakra Magic fast on the Storm, so they could even go for more if they want to. Like with the bottle, he's on full HP again. Here top we have still the Tiny and the Wisp, as well as of course the Shadow Fiend. Do they go for a fight? Maybe the Storm goes on Vestius. He doesn't have any detection though, does he? No, but now, actually with the Invisibility Rune, that might be interesting. And there's the Remnant. There is the Vortex. I don't know, Burst Strike still coming. Oh, Remnant, come on, do it. Another Remnant. Oh, he's stunned under the tower. I don't know, is he greedy enough to go for it? No, he is not. Blink out. I mean, it was not really a blink out, it was just a blink to the side. That was very interesting, but yeah, Storm Spirit not getting this kill on Vestius. Like, for that you needed Dust, at least, to maybe follow him. But yeah, with the tower combined and the creep wave, that was just too much damage to dive there. Either way, we are 11-2 at 19 minutes, or almost 19 minutes. Like, what are we getting here? We have already a mech carrier for THD. It's gonna be Baby Scumbag, of course, on the Dark Sea. I mean, so far he didn't really join any of those fights. He also didn't give any nice Iron Shells whatsoever. So it's quite interesting, like, that he is, I don't know, playing still so solo, almost 20 minutes into the game. The Tiny as such, he also went for a Drums build. That's also interesting, I have to say. So no Arcanum Scepter Rush, but now, oh, we see a relocate. The relocate is probably for Azelot, but now there's the Blinding Light, so they're not really hitting anything. Oh, the waveform on all three, as well as the EMP. This is so much damage already. The Wisp, 100 HP, but there is an Illuminate. Like, if they stay in range for Illuminate, you don't want to be there. Oh, the Shadow Fiend is actually getting hit, and now Baby Scumbag searching out, but look at the potential AoE damage. That was just nuts. But in the mid, we have actually a go on the Wisp. Yeah, he wants that Wisp, and yeah, he gets it. That was nicely scouted out by the Shadow Demon, so the Tiny was disabled. Now, oh my god, there is a silence here, but there's also a Burst Strike. The Storm is again paying for his insolence, but the Shadow Demon, does he make it out? There is an Iron Shell on top of him, but there is 4 seconds till the Blink Dagger, and not enough mana. That's the problem. He needs 10 mana to kill the Shadow Demon. At the same time, well, Shadow Fiend denied the tower in bottom, no, in mid actually. In top the Invoker took it, so 1 tower or 2 towers down, 1 denied, 1 is going the way of top 5. But yeah, interesting fight in the mid, to be honest. It's just too bad the SK was lacking a bit mana. But now, of course, with the Blink Dagger, he's so much more mobile. And now talking about mobile, yeah, he wanted that Morph, but Morph instantly, of course, morphing out, finding himself pretty close to the base. And now, oh well, that is of course very dangerous what's happening here. And there is the Orchid, as well as of course the Cold Snap Tornado. The Tornado is gonna hit, but he needs more. He needs at least 2 more hits, but there's a double damage on the Shadow Fiend. That's a lot of damage. Oh, he's not popping, it's not enough. 1 more right click and then the death animation. That would have been enough, but there is a relocate, and now tossing the bomb, the light bulb on your head, and this time it's absolutely deadly. That's how deadly a light bulb can be. So guys, don't do this at home. Don't play with electricity. It can hurt. So Tiny, the Wisp is going back. Tiny just keeps on farming. I mean, they didn't relocate far. They really just wanted to get ahead, just in case the Invoker wants to go this way. But I mean, he wisely chose this like little crossway. Oh, there was Frost Avalanche combination. Now there is a Soul Catcher on top of him as well. There's of course Demonic Purge. There's a lot of damage coming his way. I don't think that the IO can't really counter heal. That's the biggest problem now. Oh god, IO, you're so in trouble. There's negative Earn Charge as well on him. So a double kill. Actually, a double kill for the Shadow Demon. He always got the last hit on that. But now, do we see a try? Now we see exactly what I said in the draft. Blink Dagger, is there Epicenter? No, there's not an Epicenter, but they still could try. I don't know, after the wave 4. Oh, he's missing his Burst Strike. That is very unfortunate. At least they killed the Morph, so he can't get out, but yeah, you definitely need to hit this. I thought they actually bait out the waveform, so and then they can go for the stun, but yeah, it didn't work in the end. The Shadow Fiend now, he got his Mirthful Hammer, so 1 step away from getting his BKB done. Let's see how this works. In the mid, The SK is farming. I wonder what he's going for, if he sticks to the support role or if he goes for a Whale of Discord next. Of course he could need the damage, but then again, I didn't see any crazy epicenters yet, so why would you need a Whale of Discord if you're not fighting as a team, if you don't get your epicenters in your target, so... Either way, I'm just looking, I'm wondering what is the game plan of either team, because so far it looks like everybody is just focused on farming. I guess it's all about the key items. I guess THD, oh my god, the Invoker, that's so much damage on the Darkseer. Yes, the Darkseer thought this is just a Morphling, but there's actually, oh, there's a nice stun, toss combination on the Volker, and in the end the Darkseer, who's not even there in the fight, but like this creep here is my hero, and Fly actually, does he have a morph? Now he ends up on the other side. This is very awkward, like if they knew where he is, oh come on, tell me, yes they know, but now he is morphing out. Ah, too bad. Like one of them should have gone for the morph. The problem is the Tiny also not having any mana. That's the biggest problem. I mean, he used to stick, but still ending up just with the mana for at least one avalanche. Either way, in the meantime, they take the tier 2 tower. At least it looks like it. There would be, of course, a cliff to prevent that from happening, at least buying some time. Yep, now the cliff comes out, but no rotation whatsoever. Talking about rotation, talking about towers, the tier 1 tower here might be the next project. There will be, maybe there's the attempt to deny it, or maybe even they go for it. I mean, they have another Blink Burst Strike, then again, the Linken's is ready. By the way, Linken's now, of course, getting clocked. There's the Avalanche, there is, yeah, there's enough burst damage. There's a lot of burst damage actually coming their way, so Morphling going down. That, of course, hurts his net worth a lot. This way, the Shadow Fiend is now only 900 gold away, but Jesus, the Storm, he caught up in net worth with all those kills. Like, he suddenly finds himself in the first spot, and now saying that I have to look at the crafts again. So top 5, like after THD was leading a tiny bit for quite a while, they're now slowly taken over. And who's getting the recall here? Oh, it is the Storm Spirit. So, yep. Either way, looking at the gold, there we have 5k or above 5k. Looking at the experience, 5k a bit going down now, but yeah, I guess that was the Morphling kill that made the difference. But now, oh my god, baby scumbag, always alone. You can't search away. There is even a relocate. This time the relocate, oh, on the Shadow Demon, it might actually be enough, but a tiny toss, oh, hit. And yeah, there they go for it. And he wants to get the Wisp, but this time, yes, they pay dearly for it. That's actually quite nice. But now there has been a recall on the Storm, and there's already one Illuminate. The Illuminate actually hitting both of them, and now the question is, do they go for something? There is a sub out, oh, and he is bursting him directly in the Azalor's face. The Blinding Light doesn't do anything, obviously, against those targets. And very nice with the 2 races, getting him down after the Burst Strike as well. They don't go for the tier 1 tower, like, but Io, Beep Beep, has been found by the Storm, so Storm still getting a kill on top of that. I mean, the fight was still nice for THD, because in the end it was still a 3-for-2 trade. And of course the Invoker there being a very nice and important kill. But yeah, like the Wisp and the Darkseer always being found alone. They have to stop that, especially Baby Scumbag. Like, if he would stick a bit to his team, or being close where rotations are easier, then it would make a lot more sense. But he's always getting caught out, going aggressive. Of course, this Observer Ward here helped a lot, but at the same time, Morphling is going down by this combination of Soul Catcher and Fly there. Fly, by the way, going for the shotgun build, so directly after the Linken's, he has a Ghost Scepter, and he's like, what, 1 point? Yeah, a bit more, like 1.6 away from the Eagle Song. But either way, I think Roshan is the next thing. 26 minutes, it's actually a very, very slow Roshan. Like in the other game, I think we saw it around the... I can't even remember, 16, 15 minute mark. But yeah, Roshan's getting... I don't know, it feels at least like this, depending on the draft, of course, and situations. But Roshan's... Oh my god, Bestie was found. If not from this right clicks, he would have died from the Orchid there, and the Illuminate was also nice in position. So him scouting out there doesn't really help. Like, he could have maybe tried something with Epicenter Burrow Strike on all of them. They are nice in line. Just imagine a Burrow Strike coming this way. That would be a nice quadruple stun. But even with the Epicenter and everything, I don't think he would have got a kill on any of those, because look at the HP. The Shadow Demon having like already a point booster as well as a Orco Club. Like, even the Urn giving him some HP as well as the magic one. Looking at the Azalor, he's already has his Arcanum Scepter. He has like 1200 HP. Morph anyway, he can just go forth and back. The Invoker is on 1.2, and he has, like, of course, Ghost Walk is super swift, could force stuff out as well. So, to be honest, with this level 2 Epicenter Burrow Strike combination, you're not even getting solo kills anymore against this team. So, I don't know, he needs at least the Iron Shell on him, plus, of course, maybe some raises from the background, or the Tiny coming in. Let's see. Tiny now, Arcanum Scepter, of course, and the drums. I mean, he's sooner or later getting some items, but it's all, I think, a bit too late. And now, in the mid, do we see something happening? I mean, the Invoker would be in range. Now, first of all, he's blocking, of course, the camp. With that, actually, with the camp blocked, if a support scouts that out and he doesn't know, hey, that was the Invoker with the Ghost Walk, they actually might just pop a sentry there just to find the ward that is blocking. So you paid out some gold. I mean, not that it matters at 28 minutes, but you paid out maybe 100 gold. But now here, the Morphling is farming. He has no morph up, so if there's a Blink Dagger, toss maybe? Come on, do it. Yeah, toss someone. Oh, the Avalanche is all gonna hit, and now he's still making it low ground there. It's too bad. Like, they don't get it, but at the same time there is a smoke and they open on Vestios. Vestios is so dead, and the rest also has to go back to Illuminate. Oh, that was really close. There's a Chakra Magic, and the Chakra Magic means he can focus on that Wisp. I mean, he's getting a lot of damage, but the last hit is still his. Now the Morphling is there. No shotgun yet, but the waveform and will be already nice damage. No wall coming out by the Darkseer. Now it's coming out. The Storm actually getting a lot of damage, but he has the Aegis. Now the Shadow Fiend trying to race through as a law. At the same time, they wanted to go for the Wisp, but Wisp, yeah, he already has to go back. The Storm, well, he came back. What is he going for? Oh my god, Shadow Fiend, he's popping as well. What a disaster. And the Storm going for more. He wants to get at least one of them. Is it the Wisp? No, he says like, hey guys, not enough mana. But they find themselves in a nice position where they can even go high ground. Tiny's down, the Shadow Fiend is down, and of course also the big danger with the, I don't know, with the Epicenter Burrow Strike combination is also down. I mean, he respawns now, so maybe we're gonna see it. He has a smoke up, which is of course very nice. Now he's channeling it. That might actually be big. And oh, look, the vacuum on all of them. So Epicenter doing so much damage. Now they're gonna follow here. Fly has actually like no way of getting him, but oh, he brought the Shadow Demon in, and with the Purge, that's a lot of damage. I mean, at the moment, Vestio is being alive, but yeah, he has no mana whatsoever. Tiny is coming back. Maybe that's enough for a kill on... No, it's not. And the Storm is just cleaning up. So, Wisp is going down. Tiny's the only one who survives, but he even has mana leak on it. When he stops moving, he barely has enough mana for... No, he doesn't even stop moving. He stuns himself, is there with 0 mana whatsoever. There's a new morph on the Morphling, and he's just going for the tower. No backdoor protection up yet. He's going for it. Come on, go for it. 1 more hit, 2 more hits, 3 more hits, 4 more hits actually. What? 1 more was needed there, but he was just too low HP. So in the end, the Shadow Fiend getting the last hit. Well, absolutely fine. Whale of Discord, yeah. Whale. Wow. Pronunciation is a bitch. But yeah, he's not going for it anyway, and thanks for the chat. I love when you pick on my pronunciation. But either way, like after all this fighting forth and back at tier 3 going down, I think we have to look at the graphs again. Like top 5 securing themselves quite a XP lead, 15k, 10k here on top 5, and oh well, there is actually... Oh, there is even another ward just scouting out what's happening here. They go for some item swapping, but they're still seen. In the meantime, the Voker is just scouting, but the tier 2 is still there. Of course, that's an awkward position, and I think, yeah, they want to go for the Storm, but the Storm, oh my god, he can just go out. The Lincoln Sphere, like, since the Burrow Strike is being absorbed, it's just awesome. Oh my god, is there a Courier snipe? Yes, the Courier is going down, and the Wisp has nothing to tether to at the moment, but there's the silence. A new Ghost Walk is coming, as well as a dodge with the Force Staff. Like, nice play by him, but yeah, the Tornado is coming out after they used the smoke, so the dust. So yeah, that was an easy Courier kill. as well as, of course, the IO getting some damage here and there. But now in the mid, I think THD, they want to fight. They say now or never. And there is the BKB. He's trying to get some hits in, and there's a lot of damage. They get obliterated. But is it still enough for the rest? I mean, there is the blinding light. No, it already has been used. He's force-stuffing the SLO forward. Now they are force-stuffing each other forward. And the Wisp actually came in to make something happen, but he dies by the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit now going to work. The linkage is still up against Burrow Strike, so Burrow Strike doesn't even come out. Storm just getting away. Now the right clicks here on the Volker. Is that enough? Well, the razors are coming through. This is definitely interesting. There is no another blinding light. Would be missing maybe some magic. Magic could help. No, the horse is flying, and is there? No, he's just invoked into. He just invoked into the cold snap, but it was too late. So the TPs are getting out in the end. Very interesting. Like they really killed those two in the mid, like the Shadow Demon and the Morphling, super fast. But then pursuing them under the tower, and they paid 2 supports for it. That was definitely interesting and a bit overconfident. And talking about confident, this Volker definitely is now. Now he's going for Doxia. Doxia as such can't really go for much, but oh my god, Volker, that is a very bad decision. So Avalanche and a lot of BKBs coming his way. Easy kill. By the way, the shotgun is done on the Morphling, something I forgot to announce in the meantime, and yeah, I don't know, like I haven't seen it like in action yet, like for a nice little super agility morph and then I don't know, just shooting one of those supports down. But I don't know. I mean, if you summarize the last fight, like on paper at least, it was a 2-for-2 trade. Now the Walker kind of made it a 2-for-3 since he just suicided like 30 seconds after the fight into those 3. But I mean, the IO I think, yeah, he bought back, and I don't know, it was kind of okayish fight for the fact that THD is so far behind. But then again, if you look at the late game, I don't know, a Morphling versus a Shadow Fiend Tiny, there's a lot of potential in THD, so I think top 5 they should see to it that they do not go that late. But I don't know, like I'm still a bit torn apart when it comes to like deciding who has the better late game, because I mean at the moment, of course, top 5 they're using like that little wave of advantage they have in golden XP, and they're just riding this wave. They can go for a lot more, of course, a lot faster, and like in the next 5 minutes they can even try to go high ground here. I mean, there's already one set of racks being blank without a tier 3 tower. And why not? I think first of all they want to find something, and actually the Volker might actually be seen here by a sentry ward if he gets too close to it. But oh, there is a very ballsy Shadow Demon just popping here, observer ward. But yeah, THD, the problem is also they are pinned down to that tower. I mean, now nobody of top 5 is of course farming in their own jungle, but at least they farm the enemy jungle here. THD, they're always together, sharing all the experience, like not going for the camps, and if they go for the camps, that might actually end badly. But now they smoked up, but the Invoker here in the Ghost Walk, now he knows it. Vestius, they know it. Oh my god, is there any dust or anything coming out? There's a sentry ward, he's coming in again. Oh my god, that was, I don't know what you did there, but there is instantly the shotgun on the Wisp. He is alive with like just a tiny bit, or a huge wall is coming out. The Requiem of Soul as well. So much right click now on the Shadow Demon as well. So Storm, he has to care, he has to wait. There's actually Ishivas coming out. Damage on all of them, and he's down. He's going for Vestios. Now he will he step out of it? No. Nice toss here, making sure he's going down as well. So a 2-for-3 at the moment. 2 supports for a Storm and an Invoker. That is a bad trade. And now just one good toss maybe on the Azalor could make the difference here. They're still going for it, but now Tiny goes balls deep. He's like, I don't care. And actually, there is the toss I was talking about, but he doesn't care. Like, oh my god, Morphling, what you doing here? Morph strength and run the hell away. There is actually, like a nice little shotgun on the Morphling, on the Shadow Fiend. And blinding light? No blinding light. Why don't you use blinding light? No blinding light. Well, interesting. Either way, THD striking back. Like top 5 not trading as good as they did before. And yeah, now it actually gets interesting, because now my thought is still who has the late game. Tiny getting stronger and stronger with the BKB. Even the Storm can't do that much. I mean, he went for Shiva's guard, which is quite nice for some burst damage on many people, but the wall placement was really nice. The Invoker, the second time being quite suicidal. I mean, like, he scouted them out. Like, I mean, we have to, like, think about what he did. He scouted them out, like, their smoke was revealed, so then he goes back and he was already here somewhere, and the escape links here, pops that ward, and he's just going back directly into 5. It looked very weird. Like, I thought he's gonna go for some nice tornado, that's why he turned around, but like for some reason he directly ran into it without casting anything. So I think that must have been a misplay, or he thought that's only the SK there, or maybe only the Tiny in the SK, but even that combination could have been quite deadly. But talking about deadly, Vestios again found by the storm, and oh my god, that wall! Blast relocate, so heavy there, and now Azalor, there is no blinding light against the BKB, no point, right click, come on, toss, ba-boom, and he's down. That is a gem as well. Who's picking up? Nobody has like space for a gem. The Morphling at the same time doing some split push here on the tier 2 tower, but THD now striking back. Now, okay, the TP being dropped. Roshan is up. Why not going for it? Tiny has no lifesteal as such, but he can still easily tank Roshan. Some illusions will help out as well. I mean, they can be used at least as tanks, but no, they're not even using them. They're not utilizing them. But well, interesting to say the least. Oh, and the Storm Spirit, like getting himself in a nice snatch position. And if he can snatch, that's the question. Oh my god, the Shadow Fiend just landing directly next to him. And now, oh, with the Eye of Scotty, he's doing quite some damage. He actually has to use like a mini sip, but he's still getting slowed now. He has no mana. He is going down, maybe. Yes, yes, for sure. He is going down. And, oh, they're still trying to do something. And is that a snatch on the Aegis? Yes, Morphling just got the Aegis. Wow, the hell. And yeah, he can pretty much go down with that Tiny. Or is he actually going down? He's morphing strength. There is like a little vacuum, but now the SD is getting cleaned up and the Morphling is coming back. The gem also on the ground. Requiem Soul is saying hello. Very easy to him. Still morph strengthening, and now he has the waveform. Waveform. He doesn't even need the waveform because he morphed out of it. But the Invoker now being there as well. The races not getting him. The epicenter being, I don't know, so off target, but still, it was a good try on the Invoker. What a fall from back, and yeah, congratulations to, of course, all the viewers who just got items by having witnessed a snatch on the Aegis. Either way, we have Azalor recalling the Morphling, and he's going back to agility, obviously, for the next shotgun. And I think, yeah, he not just conquered the Aegis, died and got out of there, he also conquered the gem afterwards. So what the Morph did there actually is quite a nice play if you summarize it. But in the end, still, THD, look at this. Like, so many damn kills happening here. We're on the 14th minute, and well, they already had 15k on top 5 side, but now they're dropping down below 10k. And look at the gold. Like, there is a bunch of kills happening here. Like, it's very colorful on this graph, and this translates into 10k down to 6k. So top 5 still not losing their advantage in both graphs, but we are going more and more late game, and like this Shadow Fiend and this Tiny getting more and more scary. Like, there's 2 tier 2 towers actually still to take for THD. That's some nice gold. For top 5 there would be only 1 tier 2 tower left here. This one, of course, in the mid. But let's see what the next items are. I mean, the Sand King, as I said, Arcanum Scepter, the Vial of Discord could come out. For the Shadow Fiend, well, he already got quite some decent items. I mean, he has now the gem as well. There's Eye of Skadi. There is a Black King Bar. So I guess the next step would be, I don't think he's gonna stay the gem carrier though. But well, the drums could be sold, and he could go for another item. For example, the oh my god, I think my brain just got stuck. Try. Anyway, they go on the Shadow Fiend until I remember that word. Satanic! How can I forget this? Like, it's not that I forget it, but like sometimes your brain just has a blockage. It might be the reason that I'm a bit hypoglycemic. I didn't eat for a long time and casted since I can't even remember since when. Since a long time. Either way, I hope I get my chocolate bar soon, and as it looks like, THD is gonna speed up that process for me getting some sugar in my system. And there's another nice Burrow Strike here on We Lost Boys, and I think they lose Boys. There's another toss on him. Oh, and there is, well, he's still not down, but yeah, in the end, they get it. The Morphling actually getting a kill on the IO. The IO actually buying back, that might be dangerous. Yes, IO is coming there, he can heal, and the Morphling is going down, and the Storm has to go back. There is, well, the Invoker in the mid, but he's not really too much of an impact. Like, he's getting a kill. No, he's not. Nice Barrow Strike here of the Sand King, otherwise he would have been down, and oh, there is somewhere there was a Sunstrike there. It was a nice prediction, but he instantly just TP'd out, so the Sunstrike off target. And yeah, THD in the kills, just getting closer and closer. Look at the net worth. I mean, the Morphling and the Shadow Fiend are still absolutely fine, but now the Tiny and the Morph also look very close. But when you, I don't know, if you summarize those fights, the trades are getting better and better for THD, and it's just a matter of time till they can capitalize on it and just get towers. Yeah, Forrest Gump in the chat is saying, like, yeah, Tony is getting fat. Yes, Tony can be very fat. He is, yeah, even Grove is already on level 3. He has 3,400 gold. Hyperstone, of course, in his inventory. Is there already? No, there's nothing in his stash, not in the courier, but he will sooner or later get that Assault Cuirass. And then it also gets interesting, even if THD, I already talked about it, like if he gets a Manta afterwards, for example, or a Daedalus. I mean, the Daedalus would be like the combat build, which is very interesting. The Manta would be more the siege build. Oh, there is like a super long tether, actually. Oh, I think they want to go for something. They want to go for something, but the Storm is scouting that out. He is there with the invisibility rune, so they know exactly that the entire THD team is around this area. Unfortunately, the gem is still on the Shadow Fiend, and the Shadow Fiend is more in the background though. So if you're a gem carrier, you might as well be a bit in the front lines. The gem on the Darkseer, for example, wouldn't be too bad. The Darkseer, by the way, I think also his next step is the Shivas, and oh, the Storm. The Storm already been seen here. I don't think they go for it. Fly would be there to help, but I mean that would also mean they're just two. Now the Force Spirit trying to, of course, push something out here in the lane, buying some time. The Meteor fast. It's kind of funny though, because oh, there's a TP. Oh, trying to interrupt the TP here on the Storm, but he gets out before. Well, 32 to 37, 44th minute, and this game could still go quite long. Then again here, like some Forge Spirits already knocking on the T3 tower, but I don't think top THD cares too much at the moment. They are rather like interested in this tower. There's of course a cliff up, but let's see. Like a double damage on the Shadow Demon, that is really something that matters. And this tower just got obliterated. Just look at the damage by the Shadow Fiend, as well as of course the Tiny doing some damage. So yeah, Tiny having the AC done now, so he completely bought the entire thing. And Shadow Demon, you are in a bad position. But oh, okay, that blink was actually, I thought it was meant for the Shadow Demon to catch up with him, vacuum him back, so that Tiny or something can relocate in, get an easy kill, but he blinked directly on the lane. I mean, we have nighttime, so he probably didn't even see the Shadow Demon there, which is of course too bad. Now some Iron Shells here to the creeps, no, on himself actually, so let's see what the next step is. Like some offensive wards, yep, I'm just talking about it. They're actually doing everything synchronously with me whenever I talk about it. But yeah, a nice ward is of course coming out here, so they have some vision, maybe even the enemy jungle. For example, if they would see that the Shadow Demon is here solo farming in the jungle with poison, Shadow Poison, that would be an easy relocate. I mean, Fly, for example, not having a morph at the moment, he could go any direction for a nice burst down. The Storm is somewhere here, like the Storm when he depletes his mana or gets stunned, chain stun, that would be easy. And well, I think accidental pause is coming out by the IO, and he says beep beep, GG, I'm ready again. So yeah, kinda a standoff now for the last 2-3 minutes, and it's kinda the question who is finding whom first. I mean, at the moment it doesn't look like anyone is finding anyone. Maybe the Storm, if he would go to the left, we could see him finding Vestios, of course, with the gem. By the way, like, what is he saving up for? I'm really interested in that. Is that a buyback save, or do we see now soon some nice item coming out by Vestios? I mean, his last epicenter was a fail center, pretty much, because it didn't hit anything, but he assumed the Invoker will be there in this area, and it was a legit call, I guess, to go for it there, but the Invoker, of course, faster with the 4 stuff. So yeah, the face-off just continues. We have to look already at the hero levels, because I'm showing all the crafts and everything, but the crafts, like at least in XP, they won't mean much for long, because we have already a Storm Spirit who's on 25. We have, of course, the Shadow Fiend here, who is level 23, then the Morphling and the Tiny will follow up soon, so like at some point the experience graph is gonna flatten out, and then it all comes down to who has what items and who has the better items, situational of course, and that's why I'm asking, for example, what is the next here on the Sand King? Does he save the money? Also the Wisp is now going for Ghost Scepter, so he is not that vulnerable to right clicks. Then again, I mean he might do the Morphling, for example, quite a favor. If Morphling's shotgun is not ready, then a Ghost Sceptered IO is a nice one if you have a nice like on there. Morphling actually, well, he can morph out, but first of all he's trying to get just out by in the traditional way, and he just got recalled. And the funny thing about recall is the level 3 is it's 3 seconds. It's relatively fast, so in those 3 seconds you need to do some damage on the target, otherwise the recall is getting through. So 3 seconds was in this case definitely enough. Like, I'm looking again at the gold graph, just want to see it, how it looks there, and there, look at this, like 10k gold, pretty much molten down. Oh no, you don't say molten, you say melted, but I know, but yeah, it's down, almost a flat line down there. There's a little tornado just saying hello to the Shadow Fiend, but he doesn't care. I mean, he doesn't care. Now the Butterfly is done on him. I actually thought he's gonna go for a Satanic first, but Butterfly it is. I guess against the Morphling not too bad. The Satanic would have of course given him some additional lifesteal, but the Satanic might be then the next item. And then I don't know, a Shadow Fiend with a Satanic, the next step would be renew your BKB, because this one is a 5-second one. The Tiny is probably even lower, or Tiny, no, Tiny on 8 seconds. I thought he used it earlier. I mean, more often, but then again the Tiny bought it a lot later than the Shadow Fiend, so it might actually make sense. Now, so Fly at the moment here, he's probably gonna shotgun, yeah, he's gonna shotgun Baby Scumbag, but yeah, he doesn't really care. The shotgun is, well, a bit more than 60% damage, so it's not too crazy. But now, actually, he's getting recall again in the mid, like just a 4 from back at the moment. Like, I think we didn't have a kill for a long time. Like, yeah, that is, I don't know, like 3-4 minutes without a kill whatsoever. And Roshan, yeah, the golden Roshan is now like a really crucial timing. And THD, they don't look like they want to contest. I don't think they can even contest, because this Roshan will be very, very fast. I mean, he's already below 50%. They don't have an armor reduction as such, so it's longer than I expected, to be honest. But now, let's see, Fly is gonna be the one who picks it up. No, Storm Spirit. Okay, Storm Spirit is the one who picks it up. Well, Storm Spirit Aegis is always nice, but oh my god, the Baby's coming directly getting shotgun, but that's it. EMP is flying out just in case they follow up here. It was somewhere here, but that's it. Like, THD just saying, yeah, guys, you can have that Aegis. Sure, why not? And now, oh, they found Fly. That might actually be interesting, like if there's a follow-up stun, but now there's a BKB and they're gonna fight. Oh, the Storm is going balls deep. There is a wall. The wall actually not on too many people though. The Reckoner of Soul doing quite some damage. Oh, the Darkseer is going down, and now the question is, who is getting who? They try to destroy, of course, the Morphling. The Storm is already going down, but he has Aegis, he's coming back, and now, oh my god, what a tornado. This is $1 million tornado. Keeping it in place, and the Storm will just work for them. I mean, the SD might go down. No, Ghost Scepter. Oh my god, Shadow Fiend dying first, and the Tiny is the next one. Make this a team wipe. Oh my god. Now, congratulations, top 5. You just won this team fight, obviously, and you conquered a gem as well. So, is this high ground? We have to look now at the buyback status, and look at it. We have... Yes, yes, yes. Darkseer soon, if the gold is ticking down, but yeah, it definitely looks interesting. I think they can defend the high ground for sure, but now, is there a go? No, this is just for the creep wave. So this tower is gonna look at the damage. This is just nuts what's coming out there. And yes, THD, they're forced. Buyback 1, buyback 2, the cliff is coming out. They have to stall some time. The Darkseer still 30 gold short. That's really bad. Like, they could need the Darkseer. Now Vestios is there. Like, his epicenter was actually used last fight, but I didn't even see it. That was more or less on the sidelines. The main fight was really there. Now tier 3 tower is down. There is like a little wall, so they don't get any returns. But the fact is, THD, of course, they got what they came for. They got 2 towers after a team wipe. This is really, really bad. And now there is... Oh my god, this is just a morph thing, so they go completely for it. So Vestios is the target. He is down already. Like, the Shadow Fiend is already purged up, and Tiny is trying to do some damage, but he doesn't get any damage, and now he's even kicking the morph away. The Evoker actually getting out, and there's Adaptive Strike. Tiny going down, Shadow Fiend being the next one, even with the Requiem of Soul. Maybe he gets the kill on the SLR, yes he does, and now it's all about Fly, but he uses cheese, he doesn't care, so Baby Scumbag, you have to go out. I think this is a GG, because, I don't know, they are down for 100 seconds, and the Tiny for 80 without buyback, and yes, I'm right, they go GG out. This is actually very anticlimactic. Like, you have to look at the towers, at the crafts. THD is fighting for what? Half an hour to overcome a 10k gold and experience advantage just to do one team fight and lose it again with a very, very strange... I don't know, they could have waited till all their cooldowns are back up and the Shadow Fiend getting souls and Vestios having his epicenter and all that shizzle. They even could have tried something with a relocate instead or anything like that, but like going for a direct follow-up without anything up, no souls, no epicenter, no nothing. Top 5 just capitalizing on it, turning it around, having better farm. So it just worked. Like, sometimes Roshan fights and a big team fight can decide over a game. 52 minutes, 33-46. My name is Heflatv, manager and caster here on Heflatv. I hope you enjoyed it. On Heflatv 1, this is the only game, but if you want more, we have more for you. On Heflatv 2, Coucher and Mr. Halifax are casting more games. It is, if I'm not mistaken, Union Gaming versus Ban Earth Spirit is coming now at around 5 C... No, it should be 4, I think. I'm not sure. It's 4 or 5 CET. And then afterwards we have even another C game coming. It is Arrow versus Invasion. So for all those who stay up long, or for all those that live in a time zone that is very convenient for these times, in a couple hours there will be more games. But as I said, join Heflatv 2. I'm gonna post it in the chat as well. And this way, I'm gonna thank you for tuning in. It was, as usual, fun with you guys. See ya soon. Some music, some ads, watch them, help me out there. If you like what we do, of course, give us a follow. And if you want to know about the next games happening, you follow our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. All the news, all the votes, everything is there. Just with one click, you get it all. See ya.